Hello again. You caught me just as I was tuning up into my digital Charishma circuits. Today's title is How to Not Accidentally DDoS Your Neighbor's Wi Fi. Alright, future hackers and current cuties, welcome back to the only spot on the internet where we turn digital espionage into a charming educational experience. Today, we are not just looking at a tool, we are talking about the James Bond of the networking world. The one that makes all the cool kids' terminal go beep beep boop before they dramatically yell I am in. We are talking about Nmap. Yup, the one that's powerful, a little terrifying, and frankly completely misunderstood. It's the key to become a network detective and not a digital menace. So forget the tough words and the complicated definitions for now. Just grab your Kali terminal, lean in close, and let's figure out what those boops really mean. Ready to make some digital magic happen without getting grounded? Let's dive in. So, what exactly is Nmap? In the simplest terms, imagine you are using Google Maps, but instead of looking for the nearest coffee shop, you are exploring the secret digital landscape of your network. That's Nmap. It's your high tech spyglass for networks. Instead of showing pizza places and traffic jams, Nmap shows you all the connected devices, their secret IP addresses, and most importantly, their open ports. Think of your computer's ports as tiny little doors. If a door is open, someone can knock or maybe peek inside to see what services are running. Nmap just walks up to all those doors and checks which ones are unlocked and what kind of party is happening behind them. System admins love it because it helps them keep the network safe. Cybersecurity students worship it because it's the ultimate learning tool. And hackers? Well, they can't resist it because let's be honest, everyone loves knowing who's home and what they are leaving exposed. Ready to start knocking on some? Before you even think about pointing that digital spyglass at anyone else, you have to know your own address, not your boring physical one, but your IP address. Why? Because scanning random IP addresses on the wild, open internet is one-way ticket to a very awkward conversation, possibly with a nice person wearing a badge. We are aiming for network detection, not early parole. So let's start with your own backyard. In your terminal, type ifconfig. That's the classic way. It works on most systems. If that doesn't work, use the newer command IPA and now scroll through the output until you find something like this. That's, my friend, is your local IP. And see that little /24 part hanging around? That's your subnet. Think of it as your little mini neighborhood of IPs. This is the safe zone. This is the collection of devices like your laptop, your phone, your smart fridge that you can safely and legally scan. Stay in the neighborhood and everyone's happy. Ready to meet the neighbors? Oh, before we unleash the beast, we need to make sure it's actually in the cage or installed. Let's do a quick roll call to see if your system has the goods. Type this simple command into your terminal. If you see a shiny version number pop up, good news. The beast is awake, well fed and ready to play. You are set. If not, don't worry, we will summon it from digital ether. Use this code. Boom! Consider your system officially upgraded to dangerously attractive. Now that you are armed with power, remember, don't go scanning your crushed Wi-Fi to see if they are up late. Scan your own router, be a good digital citizen, mostly. Now that we know it's alive, let's learn how to use this new power responsibly. So we found your local IP earlier, right? That's your digital house number. Remember, well, the router, the big digital boss of your network, is almost always the first address in that safe little subnet. If your IP is 192.168.1.10, your router's address is likely 192.168.1.1. It's the front door. We know it's there and generally it has a few ports open, like port 80 for its web login because it has to be open to talk to the internet. Now that we know where the bouncer is, let's see who else is at the party. What if you want the full scoop? You don't have time to manually knock on every single IP door in your neighborhood. That's what we have Nmap for. Let it do the work. We are going to use a special quick command to find every device that's currently breathing on your network, from your roommate's laptop to that smart toothbrush you got for Christmas. We use the subnet you found earlier and run this command. See that SN? That stands for skip port scan, or what we lovingly call a ping scan. It's basically just shouting, "Hello, is anybody home?" across the entire subnet and listing all the devices that have good manners to reply. Now we have got the full roster. That's your trusty router, your phone, maybe your roommate's gaming console, and perhaps even that weird smart bulb that you swear is plotting your downfall, all neatly listed. Even your fridge is online these days. Scary stuff. Don't trust the smart appliances, they know your late night snack secrets. Now that we know who's online, are you ready to get a little deeper and check out their actual open doors? Excellent. We are done with the polite introductions. Now let's refine our technique and target specific weak points. Sometimes you are not interested in every little digital squeak. You only care about a few specific doors on a target device. For instance, what if you just want to see if a device is running a website? We tell Nmap to focus its charming efforts using the -p flag. The command whispers to Nmap, "Hey, don't bother knocking on every door. Just check the main entrances where the juicy websites live. That's port 80 for regular web traffic and port 443 for the securely encrypted stuff." Efficient, right? But maybe you are feeling ambitious or just a little too curious. If you are lazy, and I mean that in the most endearing hacker way possible, and want to check every single possibility, you can open up the floodgates. Nmap -p and then your IP. That lonely little -p scans all 65,535 possible ports. That is digitally equivalent of checking under every cushion and behind every curtain. So if you run this, you better grab some snacks. It's gonna be a while. Maybe put on a movie. You are committing to a deep, detailed analysis. Sometimes you need speed, not a deep, romantic conversation. We have got a mode for that too. Turbo mode, when speed is the priority. What if you are in a rush? Running a full port scan, all ports is thorough. But let's be real, time is precious. Nmap has a handy speed dating option called fast scan, activated with -f flag. Nmap and then -f with your IP. The -f flag puts Nmap into the turbo mode. It only checks the top hundreds most common ports. It's perfect when you just want to know if a target is alive and offering the usual services, but you don't want to wait long enough to cook a 3-course meal. Fast, reliable, and best of all, it doesn't make your laptop's cooling fan sound like it's trying to launch a small rocket into orbit. Efficiency is always attractive. You are doing so well, but let me tell you a secret. The most painful thing in networking isn't a firewall, it's having to repeat work. Seriously, there is nothing worse than running a glorious 5-minute long 65k plus port scan, only to realize you forgot to save the results and now you have to do it all over again just for a screenshot. Don't be that person. We use the output normal flag to save your hard earned data. For that, type nmap along with -on with filename along with your IP address. Then hit enter. This magical command saves all the beautiful output route right into a simple text file named myscan.txt. No fuss, no drama, it's perfect. Now you have the evidence, easy to share with your study buddies, upload for your cybersecurity class, or just keep as proof of your digital powers. Proof I hacked my own Wi-Fi. It's the small victories, people. Never lose a scan. And before we wrap up this dazzling session, let's have a final important moment. Remember, Nmap is powerful. You are holding a digital lightning bolt, but with the great power comes great responsibility and some digital stiff cybersecurity laws. Your golden rule is scan only networks you own, On networks, you have explicit written permissions to test. Seriously, otherwise the only port you will be scanning in the future will be the bars of prison cell. We want you to be a digital star, not a cautionary tale. So that's it. That was Nmap part 1, the cute, fun, safe basics. You have officially learned how to introduce yourself to your network without causing a scene. In part 2, we are kicking the door down and going full hacker mode. We will cover version detection, OS fingerprinting and stealth scan, and some genuinely spicy Nmap scripts that let you automate the fun. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. If this video helped you feel powerful, drop a like, hit that subscribe button for more digital mischief, and comment I am in, because well, now you actually are. Go forth and scan responsibly.